went quick. All right. Let's do another reveal here, because otherwise I'm going to run out of time. So number 5, my 5th favorite game of the year is Solasta, which is, the full name is Solasta Crown of the Magister. It's early access, another Dungeons and D&D Dungeons and Dragons port. This time a smaller company, but it looks so friggin' good. It's already like super fun to play. Big chunk of character customization. Storyline was, well, it's not so much the storyline was engaging. The storyline was fine, but the locations you went to were excellent. I cannot wait for that game to be released. That is my 5th favorite game of 2020. Super hyped about that. Fingers crossed that gets there and gets the love it needs, because that game is great. All right. All right. Other than that, let's go. I talk about Humankind. I did. I mentioned it won't be in this list. Not because I didn't like it. I really did like it. But because I didn't remember it in time for the list. Alright, don't need this worker. 6th was Democracy. 4, correct. I might delete the scouts. That, or can we don't have the ability to embark. Oh, we do have embarkation. Really? I didn't think we got. We must be able to get embarkation from moving into allied territory or friendly territory or something, because I don't quite know why we have embarkation on that unit. I don't think it should have it. Alright, let's grab an upgrade there. A trade post there. Okay. Do we need mods to do things? I don't know. Did we get did Flipper get 5? Number 5 was Solasta. Full name, Solasta Crown of the Magister. All right. Printing press done. GPT ended. Kiev doesn't want investors anymore. That's fine. Grew in this city. Where? There's no growth here. Lie to me, game. Don't know where that went. All right. Finished East India. Grab an opera house. We want our hermitage. Oh, we can buy a cathedral. We want a cathedral. Dude, we're gonna get a profit in 3 turns because there was never a final religion. I feel like the AI has been terrible this game. Like, they played like trash. So what do we want to do here? I think we probably want to save faith for the purchases. It's next era. We can't get the stupid profits anymore. I don't want another profit. Another profit here is bad. So I guess we're purchasing even if I don't want to. Okay. All right. Might be the random personalities. Maybe. I don't like to know what they're going to do. Maybe I should just be like, okay, I know what they do, and some of them are assholes, and it's fine. I just don't like to know. All right, what else are we looking for? We need amphitheaters in here, huh? And this city also needs an amphitheater. Okay. And when this city grows, it just grew. That's an artist. Great. All right. AI isn't particularly aggressive. It's not aggressive for very predictable reasons, though. It's not aggressive because we built a bunch of fucking melee units and stuck it on the border and upgraded them. Which tends to, and then we're super friendly with every, like, giving in to every demand of our nearby neighbors. Just tends to make them a little bit more friendly. Two turns, all right. All right, 2 writers ticking away. Great. All right, getting our culture up. All of the super fun wonders going to the stupid AI. Feels bad. It's this Lek map without Lek mom. There's no Lek map. Well, not unless it's a recent thing. Maps are Hellblazer. All right. out of tiles to work here, particularly. Can get a musician's build for culture. There's a Lek map now. I see Lek is solo carrying NQmon, or solo carrying no quitters. That's good. I could musician's guild here. I don't really want a musician's guild as a thing. We're 2 turns away before I can build anything useful. So what do? I don't want to generate cash. Caravanserai. Feels bad. Alright. Caravanserai it is. Alright, anything else? National Epic going up now. Building our culture buildings. We finished Opera House? We did. Either our tech is bad or our production is good. Could be both. I mean, this city as a stable city was just nuts, right? Ah, there's a tile to improve. A tile we care about for once. Where are our workers? You're just sitting there? It seems lazy. Zoo. I mean, zoo's okay. I don't need it though.
Poco offero a te considerando.
Alright, I'm not selling that right now. Maybe we can get a Lux trade. I really would like to get growth. We particularly need wine. Alright, anyone want... They don't want the basic stuff anymore. It's fine. We're 1 turn off of windmills. Remember? Imagine windmills, chat. Windmills. Imagine settling on flat ground. Ah! Those were the days. I guess we build a 2-turn zoo and hope for something better soon. Fucking windmills. Okay. Alright, we got our national epic here, which is great. This thing is essentially just, instead of being our glorious Petra production city, it's turned into a cultural city, which is okay. Can we get this? They have it by another 50. We just need 1 turn of wine. So not until we make some more money. I'm not sure we're going to make more money though. Are we not working that? We're not. Alright, we could steal this. Although the last thing I need is fucking production right now, so maybe we don't want to steal that. And this city desperately needs growth. There's no growth to be had in this city though. City's a depressing shithole of a city. City number 4, they call it. Makes total sense. Alright. Oh shit, I was gonna look around for trades. Rip. Okay.
Poco offero.
Welcome's also called Baltimore. Could insert any city name in there and that joke works. Okay. Alright, we need wine. Wine for growth. And I need to trade. Okay, what do these stupid city-states want? Anyone want a luxury? Yeah. Singapore, which has silk, which is useful to us, wants ivory. Can get ivory from this guy, which gives us happiness and Status with Singapore. Rome is 79 more influence. Seems very unlikely we're going to get that, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll take another free golden age when we can. I don't want to golden age the. I don't want to golden age the. We have too much positive happiness for me to be super excited about golden aging an artist just randomly. If you notice, my production is ahead of my tech right now. So like 2 or 3 of my cities are struggling to figure out what they want to build, which is actually not so bad because World Congress is next turn. I see. Is the vote next turn and then is the what? How many turns before I can actually work the fair? 2 turns or 1 turn? Does chat know? Turn after the vote. Well, but next turn is the vote. So it can't be the turn after the vote and 1 turn. It can be 2 votes, 2 turns, or 1 turn. 2 turns. Okay. Oh my god, I have a windmill city. After all that, after that whole speech, there's a fucking windmill city here, chat. I feel so embarrassed. Give me my stuff back.
Open borders, refuse.
Alright, scientist born, Ivory connected for Singapore. They would like gifted units, but I don't care about their this. We need 49 more influence here. 500 is the next time we can buy influence, and we can probably buy them out with 1. I think it's 50. More overflow with walls. All right, ban luxury citrus. Fuck you, Rome. And World's Fair. I don't want my luxuries banned particularly. The AI just gonna upvote World's Fair like non-stop. They'll pass fair while I'm voting down ban citrus then because fuck you. Okay. Alright, I guess we build a random fort. We still haven't seen a rune this entire game. It's fucking hilarious. I think it's too late to plant scientists. So I think we're just gonna hold on to this for now. Ooh, did not finesse that. Mistakes were made. Alright, let's take a look. Ban luxury citrus fails. Rome, who proposed it. Oh, he yayed it. Everybody else nayed it. Okay. World's Fair passes. Research agreement completed. We got a research boost. Tell me how much? No? What kind of fucking scam is that? Alright, city's grown. City may never, ever work non-food tiles again. Feels bad. This city has also grown. Alright. Scientists are earned faster, or secularism, obviously. What are the next ones? I actually don't remember which of these you're supposed to go first. It's been so long since I played base rationalism. Alright, our science sucks, by the way. I just noticed the actual raw number. 270 is not a good amount of science. Alright, we're gonna World's Fair this. The thing about World's Fair is it often goes insanely fast. Now the question is are the hammers even worth it from this fucking city? I guess we can spend one turn and find out. I'm not resetting tiles, I don't think, for this. Like, you're real serious about winning the fair in a player game, like, you reset all your tiles. But I'm not going to here. Stop working after the free policy? Maybe. So what is it? Policy is 234. What is my production? We haven't opened this screen yet. I think it's F9, F8. F10, F9. Our production is 143. Okay. So maybe we can get away with these all 4 one turn and then these 2 afterwards and see. So annoyed we didn't get a single rune. I feel like I was cheated. Okay. All right, should we do the next slow reveal? It's 4 p.m. Let's do one more. All right, next slow reveal, number 4. The 4th best game of the year for me. You guys want to guess? I would add number 4 is BattleTech. Or, holy shit. It's BattleTech RogueTech is the name, right? That seems so weird. Yeah. The RogueTech overhaul mod for BattleTech is number 4 for me. The game has the most min-max I've ever seen from any game ever, bar none, for min-max, with fairly engaging gameplay, a mercenary company take, which I always love, so fairly open-ended in what you play, tons of content. The game is like way more optimized than the base game. The overhaul mod is way more optimized than the base game, adds a ton of content, well supported, just like a fucking amazingly fun game for this. You get Mech Bay. That's correct. Mech Bay is the take home from that. So that's number 4 from my perspective, which is BattleTech RogueTech Overhaul mod. So good. If you haven't played it and you like that type of game and you want to fight with giant mechs, there you go. Yeah, I hope one day to go back to it. Okay, growing. Great. Growing to production. Sure. Steal this tile. All right. Okay. Rome's mad because we voted down ban my luxury. He's a good diplomat because he's blaming us for. He makes it act like we aggressed against him for voting down his policy, which fucked our luxury. All right. Gotta be careful not to end turn here. Yeah, almost did it. All right, what are we at production-wise? We have contributed 200. It's only 24%. What is it? It builds 1,000, right? Can't do this forever, but I kind of want to. Is there any chance we win this? So far, your Civ has contributed 200. Project is 24 complete. 24% complete. We've done 20% of this. Feels pretty unlikely, though. And fucking with deity AI in terms of production is always insane. The thing is, I have things I want to build. I don't know. More than 1,000? Maybe it's 2,000 then. It is a certain number though. Like you can get a percentage complete from it. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's the science one. Fuck, I don't actually remember. Or the space one. Maybe it is just as much as you want. Alright. It's 350 times civ count. Thanks. So if it's 350 times civ count, we're a lot less percentage-wise. Maybe we don't. I don't think we're going to get there. So let's switch over to building the things I want to build here. We'll just take the free social policy and be happy about it, I think. Yeah. It doesn't know what to do. I should always win it. No, I don't think I'm winning it this time. Three turns. So how much more do we need for that? 40? Alright, so if we just do the cap, we're alright. We'll build a windmill and feel embarrassed and a little ashamed. Okay. Filthy Arbius asks what mods do I use. I'm playing EUI is the only mod I'm using right now. Okay, I want this. So can we still buy this? 49. All right. Okay, what happened? World's Fair update. Got wine for 2 of our cities. It's 49% done. We have contributed 270. It's okay, Viper Cream. Have to see how it plays out. I don't know really enough. We haven't get a lot of time with humankind. All right, so we want an opera house. I guess we want a farm. Got another knight. Thanks to Almany gifting. Rome denounced Iroquois. Siam denounced us. 2 turns on public schools. Okay. Yeah. Somebody else making use first. Question is, do we bother building any more here? We're not in great shape versus elephants right now. We're not that. I mean, it's a bit late era-wise for elephants to be a huge threat. Yes, it is fleet. Thank you. We're not exactly like set up for a big war either. Yeah, city-state allies on our borders for sure. I don't think I'm gonna have to do a lot of warring here, but I guess it's possible. Build porcelain tower. It's the bonuses for trade agreements, right? But we don't have any trade agreements going right now. Also great scientist points, I guess. But I am planning on building a whatever there in a second. All right, city-states want what? They want culture, which I can't give them. A trade route, which I won't give them. Bunch of garbage. Maya would like a research agreement. They'll give me 13 gold and horses. All right, why don't we just start here? And you can give me 50 gold. Give me 50 gold. It's fine. Okay. Nope. No open borders for Siam.
Poco,
Nope.
pero
Oh, I forgot it generated the scientist too. Yeah, good call. All right. Anything else we need here? Nope, we're just slowly sim-sitting our way to fucking victory. So we would like an ideology. What is ideology nowadays? What is ideology in the base game? It's all factories. Any AI and rationalism yet? That's a good question. No, standard fucking garbage programming. Nope, no AIs and rationalism. Okay. 3 factories are modern. Is that even true? I don't know if that's true. I assume you know, but I don't really know anymore. I used to know. A long time ago. In a different world. I was younger. I was younger, the world was younger. Alright. We maxed on our trade routes. We are. We fine. 22, 18, 11, 14 seem to be fine. Okay. Oh, right, because we could Oxford Modern Era. That used to be a thing we did. Okay. We could Oxford Radio for an ideology. Is it good to be first ideology in the AI games? It's not, right? Okay. Yeah, but the ideologies are a bit of an issue. Alright, completed. We built to the tier 2 one. The other 2 beat us. Seems fine. Okay, we got a free social policy. And a golden age. Presumably we'll take humanism. Things are beeping at us. Ba-bump. I guess we're counter-spying. I'm not sure I care. Alright. Public school, 2 turns. 260 for a public school. This is the city that's most behind, right? It's also not a huge population. It's building this opera house. 260, so it's 520. So we're quite a few turns away. It's still probably faster than building it though, right? 10 turns. Alright, so you're gonna build it after the windmill. You're gonna purchase it right now. And you're gonna purchase it in a couple turns. Yeah, we have Jesuit, the AI spread it to us. Alright. Remember to work the slot. Thank you. A little bit awkward about our growth. Alright. 2 turns we can work that artist guild again. Okay. No, you can't give me fucking iron for silver, you prick. We will take silver for gems, though. Okay. Lost Cape Town as an ally, that's fine. We weren't using it for anything besides the one-time King's Day bonus. So this city could grab that. I could give this tile up. I don't think we want to. This city is not working everything. It worked that tile. That's a sweet fucking tile. Let's work that tile. Okay. Alright, what if anything do we have going on in here? One turn on public school. Hermitage is almost available. These two have to finish. I can't let the... Okay, the prophet pissed off. And we need salt. They want iron and horses.
Salve.
Holy shit, alright.
Bene.
Got 27 horses, chat.
Consentio. Consentio. Bene.
Imagine still wanting iron right now.
Bene.
Yeah, half cost specialists. I mean, they're not really growth problems. You look at city size, we're doing fine. It's just we're not doing amazing. What else from here, if anything? We're going industrialization for factories. Looking to faith purchase a public school in a couple turns. Building our public school after finishing our windmill. We got plenty of military units. How are we on science? We're 4th on science. Okay. Yeah, I see the profit. I don't actually care if this gets converted. I don't know if I care or don't care. I can just block it. It's fine. I'm sure these low value units could be used for blocking.
Never win.
Okay.
A sub 5 screen. Got a sub for that.
So he wants a bunch of shit for this. Thank you, Dreadrex. Wants a lot from me for this, man. I don't know if I care. So he wants 2 gold per turn, 8 gold up front, 1 iron, 5 horses, and open borders. Can I give you 4 gold per turn? Accepted. Alright, bunch of friendly city states. Cost is 75 more. Public school done in the cap. We'll build porcelain. I'm not sure we're going to get a huge amount of value out of that, but oh well. I do want to work this. Feels so bad as Russia not to be working the iron. Not a good way to... I don't want my scientist standing here. But I don't want that stupid fucking prophet doing anything either. Alright, no salt, no silk for trade. Have our public school up and working it. The city didn't grow. The city grows next turn. Okay. We got a scientist in 2. Alright, can work the artist guild now. Hold off with workers, keep feeding the cap. Okay, anything else need to happen right now? 217, it's how much? 43 more, 2 turns, okay. Five turns of Golden Age left. Coal is improved, that's nice. Forgot about improving coal. 12 turn factory is a bit rough. Okay, happiness is pretty good. 12 turn? I mean, I guess if you're not doing anything else, you can build the factory when you get around to it. No problem. It's definitely a big tile. Problem is growth in these shitty cities. I mean, ultimately what it boils down to is our cities are bad. Competitive wonder. Earlier factory, 12. I mean, maybe we can purchase a factory. What's the purchase cost? Like 780? I mean, you're not building anything else, so that's fine. What does it cost to purchase one here? Need 465 more, which is what, 6 turns? 7 turns? Something like that? It's faster than building it. Alright. Choose host. I think Siam should be host. Oh, back. Okay. Thank you, Carcisia, for the 45 months. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna purchase both of these things. What are we doing in the meantime? Walling up? I guess that's okay. Need growth in the city, we're not gonna get it. Do I wish to work the iron? I mean, part of me wishes to work the iron. So this, okay, that's our limiting factor when we buy it. Okay. And we get our public school next turn. Okay. Forgot you could sell votes. Chad, I haven't paced this particularly well, unfortunately. Got distracted by the game. Didn't get enough drinking in. Didn't get enough decisions about the rest of it. 2 turns we can work that science slot. Unfortunately, there's no food in the city. Need to feed it a trade route badly. Alright, where is our next trade route? Does it matter? We want to go to plastics. We want to go replaceable parts next. Okay. I think I'd like to go electricity first. Okay. Is this the one that was going to Albany before? Yes. Alright. Let's feed Shitville. And was it 3 turns of Golden Age left? We're finishing this. We need to get a factory afterwards and then a hermitage. Okay. We bought our public school. We're looking to buy our factory shortly. Okay. Okay. Placate him. Can upgrade to muskets, but I want to buy the factory. Alright, work the public school. Move around randomly, not doing anything. Sure. Get deleted. Alright, 1 turn on a wonder. Our first wonder of the game. Turn at 110. 25,000 hours into the stream. 328 on the factory. What are we building? Well, I'm kind of disappointed what our faith did for us. Didn't actually seem to do a lot for us, quite honestly. Got a couple purchases here, but very, not a lot. Get same turn? Yes, I could. It's very true. Cape Town requests a road. Alright, science from universities. We're gonna purchase a factory soonish. So what in the meantime? Zoo for happiness? We got a lot of happiness. We got one more turn of Golden Age. Castle, bank. I guess we got a bank. It's not a very great bank city, honestly, though. It says so low gold income. It's just not a good city. Honestly. I guess we built a castle. I know, a wonder indeed, AI. Holy crap. It's disappointing because that like that whole portion of the game basically disappears. You can somehow, you can kind of get it in some spots still, but mostly not. Okay. All right, last turn of Golden Age. Just a sec. Right back, chat. All right, chat, I'm back. All right, do we need to bring this game to its conclusion, chat? Like, honestly. I mean, we certainly can. I mean, it is physically capable, but it doesn't... I mean, are we expecting any deviations from this moment? Like, we're in a fine position. We haven't been bothered. Normally, the way you lose these games are you either don't get enough space, you get eaten by... Like, you get repeatedly aggressed by AI, so you spend too much of your production building military units, or there's a runaway civ. I don't think any of those things have happened. Maybe Hiawatha is in a runaway position, but I don't think so. What are my alternatives? Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure it's I will beat everyone in space here. And I don't think I can be pressured from here. We've got plenty of production. Our cities are fine. We're dug in. We have units. So a part of me is kind of like, and I kind of wouldn't mind just like chatting for a little bit. My wife's gonna pop in the shower. She might join us after. If I go that route, I gotta let her know because I just talked to her and she wants a shower before she comes on stream. We could sit up, chat, have a little AMA, do a little drinking together, or we could just. I mean, I can play some more turns here. We probably will as I wait on her to shower, anyways, or maybe not. I don't know. But it's like the rest of this game is fairly uninteresting. So, oh, because we're probably gonna win. I was just telling them like I'm gonna let chat vote if they want to see you or not. So like you're gonna have a shower right now, right? Okay. All right, let's put a chat. Is it DDEI? Must be. Okay. All right. Let me see. What does chat want? If you guys vote that way, we might have to suppress the vote, but we'll see. I'm kind of curious. I mean, we played a game. We've essentially won this game. We can hit end turn for the next fucking 40 turns, but this is why I don't play Civ 5 single player in the first place, right? It was kind of fun getting back into it. I really enjoy the first turn settle, and then I enjoy figuring out our cities. And after that, I don't enjoy anything in the Civ 5 single player. The mod makes it a little bit better, but it still just feels. I just feel like it's so. I feel like my options are so clearly telegraphed as what I should be playing. This was a great game, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, whatever the fuck it was, and it remains a fun game in some ways. It's certainly better than Civ 6, but I'm bored right now. Like I got to the point where I'm like, don't care anymore. Right? Like, we're never gonna lose from this position. The AI is like essentially pressing random buttons. 10 years old? Yeah, right. Great game. I hope Civ 7 is as good as Civ 5. But we'll probably be first to ideology. I guess if there's some like massive tourism runaway, we can maybe lose, but I don't think there is. How do I see them all? Max tourism's 20. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. Yes, exactly, Hideous. Is that a Sierra Nevada Torpedo IPA? That was just a, whatever their fucking pale ale is. That one. Yep. Humankind seem rather shallow. I'm not willing to judge Humankind quite yet because these games live or die by their actual balance modding, the balance rather, not the modding. And I'm not sure that game is far enough along the development cycle to judge its balance, right? The whole point of OpenDev Lucy was like proof of concept kind of game, not balance. So I'm not worried about it. All right, you guys are up for some New Year's booze and chatting? Let's do it. Let's finish stream up that way. All right, so best of 2020, position 3, my third favorite game, the third best game of 2020, according to Filthy Robot, is Hades. a action roguelike action RPG essentially, with some excellent storytelling, really good writing, really good voice acting, just a really fun game. And then the gameplay is exceptional. Endless replayability pretty much, with the various difficulty things to add to it. A pretty fun storyline, nice combination of skills, a bit of randomness, maybe a little bit too much randomness, but overall just like an incredibly good game. So for me, number 3 2020 recap is Hades. Thought it was going to be number 2 for sure. It's 2 left. Hades is not one of them. Do I have Civ 1? I've never played any Civ game before Civ 5. All right, chat. So we're gonna transition a little bit to AMA stuff. Do a little bit, finish this drinking, do a little bit of AMA. Then Frig join us in maybe like half hour, 20 minutes or something. Do we want to get going down that route? Should I take a couple more turns? Like, I mean, I feel like there's nothing else to be said about this Civ game, right? What's the worst of the list? I think it's Battle Brothers and Crowfall. Huh. Fun power deity Civ 5 for you is getting faster wins. I actually don't find deity AI super fun, because I feel like the optimal strategy is almost always very one-dimensional. You have 25 minutes 2020 left. Fantastic. Play last spell for a bit. Nah, I'm happy to chat. Conquer Siam. Why? Conquering deity AI isn't fun. It's a lot of abusing promotions. So the most efficient way to conquer fucking deity AI when you don't have a tech advantage on them is you fortify units and then hit them with range units until you promote to triple range and logistics, and then you just sit back and farm hits on units. It's so boring. It is not a fun thing to do. Fun does not describe warring deity AI. Because the issue is their production is so much greater than yours that you can't ever be risky with your units. And if you are warring them, odds are you're probably setting yourself back, because the production you need to be spending needs to be on your infrastructure building. So like that to me isn't a good thing for that, right? And certainly, honestly I think the single player is one of the weakest parts of Civilization 5. And the fun parts are things like calculating your like civilization locations and that kind of stuff. But really, we want to be playing against humans for this. So too bad we never really got, like, I pushed for a while the real-time simultaneous hybrid for the NQ group. It just never really took off, which is too bad, because I do think the war should be turn-based in this game, not simultaneous, because the engine doesn't handle simultaneous war for shit. So anyways, I mean, the game isn't about that, right? The problem is, it's funny because I had so much fun with this game. This game's excellent, right? But it's excellent because of the multiplayer. If I judged this game right now, if I came back to it as like a player, as I evaluate all the games I play these days on stream, I would talk about some things here. I would say the diplomacy system in this game is stunted. There is a sequence you can do to keep them friendly, and other than that, it's essentially exploiting the AI for money. It's not really about AI. It's not really about diplomacy at all, quite honestly. I would say the social policies are imbalanced. There's a clear best starting social policy, and there's a clear best late game social policy. That means the other social policies really need some love or balance, which they've never ever gotten. I would say some of the mechanics don't make a lot of sense and aren't fun for the player, such as the wonder mechanics on deity, for example. But I mean, it's all water under the bridge, right? We don't play this game anymore. So anyways, so chat, what do we want to chat about for this next little while? What would we like to have a conversation about? How's everyone's Christmas and New Year break? Finally have a job? Congratulations. How did I like Cyberpunk? I had fun with it until I realized how shallow the game was. There is a ton of content in that game, but it's extremely shallow content. So it was fun for like the first 30 hours for me, and then it got boring. Basically until you realize that all your decisions didn't matter. Thoughts on Florida? It's nice. Full of COVID. The likelihood of an RT revisit. Low. Final thoughts on Baldur's Gate content. my final thoughts are I will be revisiting that game on launch because I'm really looking forward to it. We talk about why you never got into Civ 6 the same way, and if the expansions have changed anything for you regarding multiplayer. I haven't played a lot of the Civ 6 expansions because I played the base game and then I played the first expansion, and they weren't good enough to be played multiplayer, so I didn't continue with it. Memories of my first stream ever. I don't remember my first stream ever. Civ 6 is pretty shit for competitive multiplayer. Yeah. Well, if the game isn't balanced, then players can break the game. Favorite podcast? I like the Joe Rogan podcast until he moved to Spotify. Now I never listened to him. So, too bad Civ 6 esports didn't take off. How did that guy ever do? I don't remember his name. He went around like challenged all the Civ players. He was putting together Civ 6 tournaments with a heavily modified game. I'm pretty sure that just died in its infancy, right? Baldur's Gate 3 has you trapped at 300 hours. The game looks good. I don't want to burn out on it playing a single player RPG before its full release, right? Can't have 8-hour games for esports. Good. Magic does 8-hour tournaments every fucking weekend. Now, maybe you play all the qualifiers until you get to the free-for-all final in the last day or something, but you absolutely can. Of course, of all people, I'd like to listen to Joe Rogan. Does that mean something? Do you want to elaborate on that? Thanks, Tripstream. Any book recs from the last year? I just updated my Goodreads maybe 2 weeks ago, right before I traveled. So, do we have a command for Goodreads? Because I think we. If you search Filthy Robot on Goodreads, you can find what I like. I read a lot of sci-fi and fantasy. Can I do a rundown of why Civ 5 is better than Civ 6? Graphics, gameplay, voice acting, AI, multiplayer, mechanics, nostalgia, name, color scheme. I think that hits the majority of them. First 20 minutes of 2020 in your country. Happy New Year. Happy end of 2020 stream from Rice. Cheers. Am I headed back home, and what's the stream schedule for us this week? I'm leaving here Monday morning is the plan right now. So I should be streaming what's today? Thursday? Should be streaming Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yep. Can I run down to why oxygen is better than carbon dioxide? Living. Yep. I want to engage with that guy, but no question. EU4 is a better game. EU4 is a good game. It's definitely, the complexity of the opposition is definitely better. Like, the AI is smarter in that game, but the AI still is not smart in that game. Like, you're not pushed because the AI is utilizing resources in a better manner than you. You're pushed because the AI is fucking huge. And the way you win EU4 is the same way you win Civ 5 Deity, which is you exploit the AI. And exploit that in the way that it sounds, right? Which is you don't beat it at its game. You take advantage of the things it's totally deficient in. Now, you could argue you do that with players too, but I feel like players are much more rounded than the AI. The AI tends to excel at cheating and be poor at fucking resource management. So I like Philip K. Dick for sci-fi. Yeah, I do like a lot of Philip K. Dick stuff. What am I drinking? I have had rum, beer, water, and I'm drinking a hard, not a hard cider, a hard seltzer right now. Players are more adaptable. I don't know if that's true. I was just talking about Doughhead at the start of the stream. All right, quick break from the AMA, 2 seconds. I want to do Best of 2020 number 2, my second favorite game of the year this year, which was Battle Brothers Blazing Desert DLC. Everything Battle Brothers was great in this expansion. So it took a game that's a little bit older now, but an excellent game with excellent DLCs so far, and added a top-notch best DLC of the year, best DLC of Battle Brothers, excuse me, this year, adding a excellent legendary location, totally different faction, the southern area, a whole new mechanic with the arena stuff, 2 new starting factions, one of which was really, really fun, the gladiator start that everyone is playing nonstop these days, tons of new weapons while keeping the core kind of spirit of that game intact. I thought it was just a really good DLC. It took everything you like about Battle Brothers and added more of that and refined it. Unlike Kraken, which was like an absolute shit show of a fucking legendary location, like Sunken Library is actually really cool. It requires strategy, some certain things you need to do, but once you do that, it's not an RNG fest. You can certainly lose it by going in under-equipped or rolling super poorly or playing poorly, but it's not just a crapshoot whether or not all your brothers are going to die or not. It felt like a well thought out location with some pretty cool lore with it and then some pretty cool units. I was pretty excited about the new Battle Brothers DLC. So that's number 2 for me. Number 2 of this year, Battle Brothers Blazing Deserts. What do you guys think number 1 is? You only have stouts and cucumber vodka. Ooh, I would love some cucumber vodka right now. Something light. It's number 1 is Raid Shadow Legends. I enjoyed Raid Shadow Legends a lot. Crowfall, possibly. Age of Empire. Let's see if I caught anything else. Oh, I see that guy who wanted to shit talk randomly about podcast. Didn't bother following up. Sure. Goat Simulator number 1. Goat Simulator is my secret sexual release. Can't really talk about that on stream anymore. Let's see. Number 1 is Civ 5. Frostpunk, Fall Guys. These are good guesses. Korea UE4 playthrough. UE4. Baba? Could be Baba. Okay. There we go. All right. All right, chat. Let's go back to AMAing. We'll come back. We got our final one a little bit later from now. We'll do number 1 here shortly. A co-op with a Roomba. Roomba was fun. Is it Urtok? That's an idea. Is it Crowfall? That's an idea. So one of them didn't make the top 10. Urtok or Crowfall. Played both a lot. Old World. Shit, I forgot about Old World. I don't think it made my top 10. I think it was fun. But Old World ran a slightly different problem than Humankind, right? Old World ran the problem that it too was a really fun looking 4X. It too had issues with its balance in terms of what they released to us for us to play, but it was much further along the development cycle, I believe, or at least they build it as further along the development cycle. So that one I'm a little more scared about because it got very repetitive. This year's been so long. Oh my god, hasn't it? Hasn't time just like totally disappeared this year? What is my next collab, Twitch or YouTube? I don't know, man. It's one of my things I would like to do again this year. This year, a lot of my time got eaten by my internet issues. I struggled super hard getting internet to work this year. I don't know. I mean, I moved in June, the end of June, right? And I got fiber a week and a half ago at my house for working. So I'm finally got a working internet connection at home. I mean, that's like 5 months. I played D&D before, yes. Played a lot of D&D. Played a lot of it on stream. Been super into it this year, yeah. It's really fun, man. If you get a good group of people and a good DM, it can be a blast. And I'm really excited about the couple games coming out this coming year that will be D&D ports. Favorite D&D edition? I've only really played 5e. Ever get my bike back or a new one? No to both. I will get a new one when I can. Currently in my area, it does not have a lot of supply of bikes. So the bike I want is not available yet. It was supposed to be available in December, but has not arrived yet. So it's a supply issue at the moment. What I think is the most important thing to consider when making a 5e D&D character? What you're going to enjoy, for sure. 100% what you're going to enjoy. And then like subdomains of that are like what your friends are, what your fellow players are playing, and maybe what has some, what I don't know. I just say enjoy straight up. Bikes are hot right now. Yeah, for sure. Couldn't get one shipped? No. Nope. Has 2020 pushed me in the direction of chess at all? No, not really. I don't know Koibu, the DM. Do you like complicated roguelikes? Yeah, I tend to. You're always welcome to suggest games in my Discord. We do go through that. If you guys don't know about this one, this is the Filthy Games sheet. You can check out. Oh, Feilong just nailed it. Thanks, Feilong. All the games I've played on stream are on that mostly. Probably like 75%. But mostly all the last ones of the last couple years are on there. With my final rating after having played it, my predicted rating going into it, and then oftentimes with links to where we played it at. So there's a shit ton of content if you want to just figure out which games we're talking about. Lock picking, like to find a boss of a lock. You know what? You know what all the research on locks shows in the end? It shows that a lock is basically only as good as the willpower of the person attacking that lock. So you get a lock, great. You know, you get your like, you know, maybe you get your like your steel band, your woven steel lock. Okay, that's good until they get a wire cutter. Okay, so you go from wire cutter, you go to like your D-ring lock or whatever the fuck that's called. I don't know, that's fine until they bring a little, what are those little powered saws that slice through that in like 30 seconds are. So yeah, now they have to have a different tool. Okay, that's great. All right, so you encase your bike in cement and sink it into the ocean. And now you're good until you want to use your bike, or until someone, angle grinder. Thank you. That's the word that was what I was looking for. Until someone comes up and like, you know, takes it. It doesn't matter what you do. And every time you add a layer of this, you're adding, you're restricting what you can do with it, right? So how do you protect your bike? Well, you put a lock on it. Okay. Well, where do you put your lock? Well, I'm going to use a D-ring lock. Okay. Oh, D-ring lock. I can get my frame. Yeah, I put it on the frame. They take your wheels. All right. I'll bring two. Put it on both my wheels and my frame. All right, they take your handlebars, take your seat. Doesn't fucking matter on some level, right? So honestly, the take home for me was not get a better lock. A better lock wouldn't have saved me. It might have stopped this person, maybe, depending on what else they brought. It isn't walk, but it's probably not going to be biking to work. I mean, thankfully I don't have to be in the fucking office anymore, so I don't have to bike to work. But I don't think I'll be leaving my bike around locked in locations. It's just not reasonable. I wasn't even there that long. I mean, it was in broad daylight in front of an office complex with 2 security cameras covering that location. In daylight, in not a particularly dangerous part of the city or something. Shouldn't have been stolen anyways. It's really bad luck. I've been doing any climbing with COVID. I haven't, Trevsteam, unfortunately. It just... I just don't think I can do that with COVID. Maybe post-vaccination. That's a possibility. Number 1 Raid Shadow Legend. Fuck off, Nobu. Don't be stealing my slow reveal here. That's right. This whole thing was sponsored. No, just kidding. Solution: leave my bike at home. No, I want to get the bike that I want next, but I don't think I'll be commuting on it, which is kind of annoying. Saw a dude's car get stolen? That's rough. This year I invested in both security cameras and learned to fire a gun. Unrelated to my bike being stolen, but just in case, you never know. Replace bike with battle mech. Can you imagine how fucking pissed off you'd be when they stole your battle mech though? You're like, I parked my fucking king crab here. It's got dual AC-20 autocannons on it. And some fucker has like jacked it and is like roaming around the neighborhood blasting chunks out of things. He'll probably use your mech to like break into your garage and steal your car. It'd be the worst thing ever, dude. It's not okay. We don't want to do that. Do not go down that route. Yeah, I hate it too, Trevstream, because I just moved from this year. I moved from Oshkosh to Cedar Rapids, right? Oshkosh had no climbing gym in within an hour and a half or something like that, right? So the closest, so I just moved to this area where I'm 20 minutes away from a climbing gym, which should be great. Mechs are voice locked. Okay, yeah, that's the problem. It's just, you'll be fine with a voice lock. No one could break a voice lock. Sure. You wouldn't steal a movie, you wouldn't steal a battle mech. Yes, you would. I'd steal a battle mech. Anyways. What else, chat? What are we doing? We're waiting on Frigg. She's taking her sweet time in the shower. What the fuck? I wonder if that's loud enough to be picked up. Anyways. What's the next game I'm gonna play? I'll tell you in a minute. What am I most looking forward to post-COVID? Oh my god, so many things. I want to go to restaurants again. I want to go fucking climbing again. I want to be able to regularly work out at my climbing gym again. I would like to be able to regularly visit my parents not driving. It's a fucking 20-hour drive and it's a 2.5-hour flight. I'll tell you which one I'd prefer to be a part of. I want to be able to travel for work again. Like I'm looking forward to, I'm super bummed I missed TwitchCon this year. Both of them because of fucking COVID. Not so much vacation, although, I mean, that would be nice. I just want to be able to travel again, right? Miss going to the disco. I can't tell if trolling or not, but it was a good one if it was. Yeah, I'm not really, I don't really feel like we have enough information on humankind either. Like, it runs the same issue of Old World, right? Unsub it is. Rip Flipper, I'll miss you. Civ stream? Yeah. I mean, it's just a still image. You notice how nothing's moved? It's because we're not actually in Civ. I just pulled up a screenshot of one of my previous games. That's right, Amsterdam, which I can pronounce. It's the only place I can travel to in that location. Right, wouldn't it have been fun community-wise to make it to Amsterdam this year? I'm kind of bummed that didn't happen. I'm glad I got refunded for most of that, which was nice though, because I had a B&B booked with some other streamers. I had my flight booked. It's kind of stupid to have to cancel all that. Think about RimWorld playthrough with the new updates. I haven't. It's certainly available. Yeah. How many of you, be honest now, have played a Civ game where at this era you wished you could just walk away? Be like, I'm done. This is enough. You want lobby background? Always, yes, man. Always, yeah. Again, it's a weird game that the most fun part is turn one, and the turn one starts got a lot less interesting with legendary resources, strategic balance, legendary resources. They got a lot less interesting. Same in EU4. Yeah, I agree. Exploration and settling period was the best part of this game for sure. Because the AI wasn't an interesting challenge. It was it cheats, it starts way ahead of you, but it's really bad at things kind of deal, right? So all you have to do is endure. Remember that? Do you guys remember that super long domination game we played? And it took us like, I don't know how long. I just remember being so angry that I had agreed to do that. And we like ground through like 6 AI or 5 AI on Deity. And it took like 8,000 times longer to play than it would have to just like turtle and go to space. Did we XCOM nuke? We did everything that game. I don't know. Okay, the fun, like I had fun not with that one, but I had fun with, we had a domination game that we won. That was the 5v1 Deity AI. Like all domination. That was pretty fun because that was a challenge. It dragged out at the end, but to begin with, that was a challenge. To start a new game where I can get a goodie hut. I feel like we got lied to about goodie huts. We got none in this game. Yeah, it's because the combat is not super great in this game. The combat's okay, but it's not super great. The fun part of this game is the planning. Yeah. The Spain games. The snowbally games. The things where people do ridiculous things. I really enjoy the games where we maximize special units and they have an impact. And I have some fond memories of like fighting Cole with camels. Do you guys remember that Inca game where I spent the entire game preparing for Cole's camels? And then I spent the next like 3 eras fighting Cole's camels because he had just been sitting there all game long deciding he was going to camel rush me. God, it was a great game. It was a stupid game, because the outcome was so inevitable, which was as soon as Cole did that to me, we were both irrelevant. I don't think I won that game. I might have won that game, but I'm pretty sure I irrelevant out. Hey, Kex. But it was a fun game. It wasn't a fun game. It was a good game to view. And the combat was interesting because the unit is so powerful in this game that it's like you can't fight that with anything resembling parity. It's my favorite bourbon. I've been drinking a lot of Woodford Reserve recently. I also like Knob Creek a lot. Remember me cursing him for hours and blaming him for making both of you irrelevant. He probably did make us both irrelevant. Camels are OP because your cities can't run is accurate. Very accurate. Remember the game where Exo blocked my sea tiles as Polynesia? I do. I remember not liking Exo very much. I remember him being a very antagonistic player. I think he still plays. I don't really know. The only Civ I ever see, I occasionally see Purify streams. I don't really watch his streams, but I watch Arbius. I'll watch the Arbius play Civ occasionally. He's always just playing these fucking total imbeciles in his lobbies. And like, just slaughtering. And Arbius is a good Civ player, for sure. But when we play Baba for you now. Mitchers or Rabbit Hole? I haven't. Maybe in the IRL channel of the Discord, Jerry. Ping me with them. I'd love to try new bourbons. It's just make the AI competent enough to challenge you in resource management. I don't know what the issue is because I'm pretty sure players like to win. But I am tired of these games where the AI is just trash and there's so many of them. I seem to show up when RBS has bad lobbies. Maybe. It's a little bit harder to follow Lek mod too. There's so many new civs. I was looking at the thing you guys linked me, which was the Hellblazer Civilization Drafter. And if I click NQ mod civs only off and on, it's like less than half. Less than half the fucking civs in the game right now are base mods. So many added civs. I mean, this was always the issues with the mods, right? Because the first mod from Fruit Strike liked adding new features. So he was constantly adding new features, and they certainly were not balanced. And Lekka is like that with civs. Loves adding civs, and they're not balanced either. I don't know. You have to play so much on the mods to stay current with them. That's why I didn't play a modded version for this, because I don't want to relearn the game for one day. Favorite game was Fat Gobble's Inca Petra game. I don't remember that one. We got like huge tiles in a certain Persia game. We won science after getting it. Oh my god, that was the Persia Peninsula game fleet, right? I loved that game too, because that start was so brutally unfair against me. Like a 5 tile, it was like a 8 tile wide peninsula. I remember that game. The game was crazy. I also liked that drunk game where I was yelling about Invisible XCOM. I think that's definitely memey. I was hoping to get more memes today. There's been a number of Camel Rush games. Happy New Year, silly boos. Behave. Nonsense. I haven't. You're always welcome in any of our Discord things. The problem with the stream is not a very good place to remind me of things to look up later. Where Discord is essentially an interactive forum, right? Like it's like almost like a real-time forum. It's a very good way to add things for me to come back to. Yep. The amount of civs is not Lek mod's issue. I can tell you right now, it's one of the issues. Good luck balancing 50 civs. Better luck balancing 100. AI War 2. Yeah, I have, Zarnan, not played it, but it's on the list of things I would like to play. I don't know why we don't have a copy. There's some reason. The guy accusing me of only playing bad lobbies. It's hilarious. Yeah. I had some amazing games. I had some really fun games of Civ. I have some really fond memories of Civ. Met a really bunch of great fucking people playing Civ. It's always weird for me to see them, a lot of them still playing Civ. Because it's like time passes for me. I move on. Things evolve. I go to the next game. To see the same people playing the same games is so weird to me. #1 Goose Game? Absolutely. I don't lie. Competitive D&D. I've seen I like D&D, but D&D is a storytelling game. I'm excited to see D&D as a game with some difficulty to it as a single player RPG. Sips from Yogcast is managing AU lobbies. Huh. Has he gotten any better at Civ? Like, not to shit talk the Yogscast. I enjoyed my game with them, but they weren't exactly, like, they weren't going to be competitive players in the NQ group. Vox Populi mod. I'm not looking for Civ 5 mods. I don't think I played that particularly. Min-max D&D isn't interesting. I think it is. I think it can be. Again, I believe min-maxing D&D is entirely independent of interesting storyline and interesting roleplay.
Hi.
Coming to say hi in a minute?
What did they say?
They would like to have a chat with us for the next little bit. Do a drink or two, do an hour of AMA or something, and call it a day.
Yeah. Can I help your mom chop some vegetables first?
I mean, if that's your priority, I'll let the rest of the people in chat know.
I want to help.
She's chosen to chop chop vegetables with my mother.
Wow, Brody is
All right, I'll see you in a bit.
I'll be right there.
No, take your time.
I'll be right there.
No, go
How
ahead.
about I get you another drink in the meantime?
Yeah, that's a good way to buy me off. What about the other piece of people in chat?
They'll be fine.
Okay.
They'll be fine. But what am I getting you for a drink?
I don't know.
No? Did you finish that?
No, I haven't finished that yet. I don't know, gin tonic?
I'll come back in. Oh, okay.
You want chat would like drinks as well?
Okay. Chat, you give me your drink order.
Chopped vegetables with my mother, indeed. You can feel the rejection, right? I know. I'm gone for 6 hours. What turn are we on? What do we decide on? Oh, we went with Chernobyl. Okay. Getting the rest of the family this year? No, my brother's already left. He left yesterday morning with his wife, unfortunately. We're down here a little bit longer than I would normally stay down here, but it's such a long drive, and I did bring my streaming PC so I can actually stream before we go back, so. Am I doing runner-ups? I did the runner-ups already. I started with the runner-ups Triple P. No, we are one reveal away from my #1 game of 2020. Honorable mentions, not runner-ups. I think we've been talking about the honorable mentions, mostly because I forgot to add them to the list. I do hate Cucumber Fleet, but I do, it's the refreshing element of it, right? That I like. It's a very clean tasting vodka with the Cucumber Fleet, but I'm not the biggest fan of those. I tend to choose other things on drink menus. There's a couple of places near me that restaurants that deliver drink, or not deliver, but when I get takeout from them, I can get drinks from them as well. Where in the world am I? Yeah, I like how you asked that. Like I just get Carmen Sandiego from that. I'm currently down in Florida. I live up in Cedar Rapids, Iowa right now. How cute was Baby Yoda? Where? Okay. Aren't numbers 2 through 10 the runners up? I guess if you look at it that way, but I did a top 10 list with three games that didn't quite make the top 10. Yeah. Favorite shows that I saw this year. You know, I think it's really popular and kind of weirdly so, but I really did enjoy The Queen's Gambit. I thought that was good. Not incredible, but it was totally reasonable. Other shows I really liked. Fuck. I liked there was some sci-fi that I liked the start of and hated it by the end. It was the androids with the fuck was it called? Mother, Father, Androids. Started off really interesting and ended up absolute shit. Bridgerton. My wife's watching that right now, Nobu. Raised by Wolves, that sounds right. Do I play chess well? I played chess in high school. I haven't really played since. Yeah, I didn't think that series ended up very good though. I'm trying to think. I don't really think of TV. I don't watch. I need like a list. Sorry. Don't know Sleepy Princess and don't know ReZero. 3 body problem, yes. What did I think of Iron Danger? I did it as a sponsored stream to begin with, and I think we touched on it a little bit after. It was okay. I think I would have, like, the thing with RTS is you really need to get into them, and then you need a multiplayer. You need a multiplayer environment for playing them for RTSs to be any good. The Expanse was okay. I didn't actually love the most recent series of The Expanse for TV. I'm ahead of it in the books, and I found this era of The Expanse not super interesting. But I do like this show, and it's one of the few good sci-fis, right? It's one of the few sci-fis out there that are actually doing a good job with being an interesting sci-fi universe and not being either fucking pure action or pure drama. Played CRPGs. Some? Any interest in the Alien universe? Yeah, facehuggers are fucking hilarious. The whole idea of like a species that uses you as like essentially a birthing chamber is hilarious. I need like, okay, I need like, all right, I'll take a look. I'll Google this for you guys. Let's take a look, like top 20 series, TV series of, what is this, 2020? What do we have showing up in here? All right. Which of these do I know? Better Call Saul. Did not like that series. I watched a little bit of it. Lovecraft Country. My wife watched all of that. I gave up after a few episodes. Brockmire. Haven't seen that. I May Destroy You. My wife watched all of that. I also did not particularly care for that series. The Good Lord Bird. Don't know that. Normal People. Don't know that. What We Do in the Shadows. Don't know that. We Are Who We Are. Don't know that. How to Be John Wilson. Don't know that. Pen 15. Don't know that. Bluey. Don't know that. Better Things. Don't. Okay, so I knew 2 of them. I'm at 14, and so far I don't know any other ones. I'd have to find a better list, I guess. Did I watch The Boys? I watched season 1 of The Boys, but not season 2. Do you believe in the Dark Forest theory? I don't remember that one way or the other. Top 10 months of 2020. There's only 12, you realize. So you're asking what were the worst 2? Any months I was at the fucking office for quite. Okay. Top 12 months of 2020. Go. Season 2 isn't as good. I didn't love season 1. I thought it was okay. It's all right. It was interesting. I liked superheroes as villains. And I feel like their depiction of how superheroes would behave in a world similar to our own was not that far off. Never saw me play XCOM. Have I? And what did I have my opinion on it? Yeah, I played XCOM. Yeah, Long War was really good. The base XCOM has all the same, like, the same basic mistakes that so often happen in games like that, which are power creep, lack of reason for leveling multiple squads. It basically not well balanced economies. They're too easy for the player, and insane power creep. So to get the real good experience of those games, what you need is a mod that really ramps up the difficulty to challenge you, and then actually balances the economy to make it fun. 2 months from now when we have hope. Even the dev said vanilla XCOM is tutorial for Long War. Yeah, but it's like a bad tutorial, right? Like it's a tutorial you're playing and you're like, wow, this taught me all the wrong things. So yeah, for sure. Umbrella Academy. Don't know that one. All right, you guys ready for number 1 favorite game of the year from Filthy Robot? All right. My number 1 favorite game of the year was Urtok the Desolation, which is the next generation Battle Brothers. It is It has the best tactical combat I've probably seen ever in a game. It uses terrain. It's extremely replayable, uses terrain, has a wide variety of units that all that are slightly different, all fairly interesting. The upgrades on the units really define them. The game stays challenging, super well supported. No one ever heard of the friggin' game. It's just a really fun game. I'm probably playing more of it the next couple days. I think I might do a mini kind of playthrough of Urtok again the next couple days is the plan. Crowfall didn't make my top 10. Yeah, it didn't make my top 10. I played 65 games this year or something. A little bit more or something like that on stream. You found Urtok to have weird style, setting, and atmosphere. I found it to be what I like in games, which is because the artwork and atmosphere is very stylistic. Those types of graphics and those types of settings survive technology well. So as your games get fancier, your PCs get better, and they can do more things with your PC, it doesn't look so aged because it's a stylistic graphics. Same way Darkest Dungeon looks good. So I guess I should marker that for my editor. But yep, that was my number 1 of the year. If you have not played that, you absolutely should. It's still not released. The dev is a wonderful guy, loves the hell out of that game, has put a ton of man hours into that. It's perpetually being upgraded, and I'm really excited about it. Really excited to see what it comes out. I'm probably going to play, as I said, I'm probably going to play that for the next couple of days here. It's 30% off on Steam. Good. Yep, going to be doing some more of that. About to stop playing Civ? Yeah. This was a throwback. This was so many people asking about this over so long. Playing one more game of Civ for all you all today on New Year's Eve anyways. When I think of Cyber Glitch 2077, it wasn't particularly glitchy for me. The game was fun until I understood the systems, and then it was really boring. Monster Train would be an honorable mention. Top probably 16. Follow since 1562 days. All right. Do we want to have a brief moment between AMA for some like fucking flexing in here? Who is the longest follower in channel right now? I think I can see, right? If I do follow since, I don't think I follow my own channel though. I'll let you guys flex for a second. Aqua. I see a 1603, but it's not attached to a name because you're all spamming the command and the bot won't do that. You beat Kexnobu? Oh man, you must have lurked for a while. You're a longer follow than Aqua? Nice. Hmm. 1727 follow. Not bad, not bad. Now, I think I want to give out awards for this, right? Like, I want to give out the person whose largest percentage of their life has been spent with Filthy Robot. So we need someone who was young when they started. I mean, it might be Aqua, because he's been around on the channel for a long time, although he's not super active. And he was like 4 years old when he started. So, I mean, that one, but we should give out like multiples. It should be like the longest, like the most involved. You're in your 40s, right? You pressed unfollow recently? You telling me this? 2322, not a bad amount of follow. He was in elementary school when he followed me. He claims to be 24 now, Kex. That doesn't seem right. Anyways, fun facts, fun facts. I think so. Only Bedlam. Hope you enjoy it, man. We'll be playing that for the next couple of days. So if you want one more kind of look at it for free, certainly do that. We're checking that out soon. It's funny, Nobu. 4 million days. Shit, chat. Can I tell how long I've been streaming for? Like, my wife would know the date, but I don't really think about things like that. I've been streaming for a million fucking years at this point, right? Like, at least, I mean, if we take, okay, so we'll just do it this way, right? I mean, there's an easy way to do this. We've just done a full year. I can remember the start of this year, no problem. This year was approximately 9/10 of my life thus far. And I know I've been streaming many more years than this year was. So I assume that means I've been streaming for about 5 times as long as I've been alive. Math checks out, I think. Yeah, I think so. You called bullshit on me not remembering my first stream? I don't remember my first stream, dude. I really don't. Sorry, you do so many. It's a type of memory. It's a type of amnesia, right? I never remember if interrograde. It's like interrograde or retrograde. So whatever the fucking one is that blocks, because you have so many memories of that, it blocks the formation of, blocks the recollection of old ones. I never remember which is which. But because I have streamed so many days, the first one is not. I mean, I don't know. I could do that with a lot of things too. Am I happy that I started streaming? Mostly more happy that I started streaming than not having. Yep. Can I check by time subbed? Maybe. You want Frig? She's cutting vegetables with my mother, Federico. You have to put your priorities in place, man. '97 was a good year. I don't think I've been streaming since '97. Your mech got smaller. Why? Oh, you just think that? You think that stack? 62, dude. That's a 60s. Oh, I see. It looks less bulky. Still a pretty solid mech though. What would I do if I weren't streaming? I'd be working. 2013 first stream. Jesus, 8 years, huh? The guy is not following this follow since. Well played. What game are we playing now that Civ quota has been met? How long do you think this buys me, chat, before I need to play Civ again? Like 20 years? 10 years? At least 10 years, right? What game do I think I could win versus chat? All games? Final verdict of Civ 6. I'd give it a miss. I mean, I'm just trying to think what I would. I don't know what I wouldn't play over Civ 6. I can't beat you in chess. Okay. Do I have any familiar interest with Vampire the Masquerade? That rings a bell, but I don't think so, Matt. Civ came out 2010. I wasn't playing that early. All right, chat. All right. Let's switch over the AMA stuff. I'll drag my wife kicking and screaming in here into the bedroom. Huh, sounded weird. We won't stream that bit, but I'll drag her kicking and screaming to chat for a few minutes here in a moment. What would you guys like to chat about? What do you want to talk about? Let's do some AMA. It's an awkward place camera for sure. Bring Frig? Maybe. Sounds like I'm practiced at that. I'm a married man, what can I say? Is cereal a soup? That is a question I've never entertained. I don't know what defines a soup. Any resolutions for 2021? No, I feel like 2021 is a recovery year, right? Like, where your best fucking goal for 2021 is to get your life back on track after 2020. Favorite bedroom activities? Yeah. Am I excited about Humankind? I played some of that on stream. Looks okay. We got to see what they actually do for balance. What gin am I drinking in the G&Ts? My dad is obsessed with New Amsterdam, which is like dirt cheap but fairly good. I like botanical. My wife does not like regular gin, so we do a lot of botanical gins at home, like a lot of fancy kind of botanical gins. But my dad is totally happy with New Amsterdam, which is like kind of like a well gin. You remember shots for donations passed out on stream? I had one stream where we ended a stream early from extreme alcohol. Thank you. That was
One?
yeah. Are you gonna come join us? Or are you still chopping vegetables with my mother? Are you sure? Are there any more vegetables that need to be chopped? If you were to choose a streamer name now, what would it be? Why do you think I don't like my streamer name? Gin and tonic from a can? No. Am I gonna attend the next EU TwitchCon? If I fucking can, man. If I can. You gonna join a chair just sitting on my lap or what? Not a chair, that's a table. Alright. Is Frigg still vying for favorite daughter-in-law? Do you think you won that competition?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Do I have to bring in Susan? I bet you we get Susan on comms right now.
I think it probably depends on which parent you're talking about.
All right, you gonna join me? We can move the camera around a little bit, I suppose. This is the downside of not having a real setup. Okay. All right, you have to say nice things about me because this is my stream.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for joining us. I'm glad that I was second on your priority list after cutting vegetables. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
I didn't want to let your mom down.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
But you could let me
Okay.
down in all of chat. Chat was asking about you.
I'm here now.
I don't know why. It said we need a detailed breakdown of what. Do I need this? I don't need my headphones on anymore. I don't think. Does it look weird as shit, chat, when I take my headphones off? I always feel so weird when I record videos without headphones.
Hang on, you're tangled.
I'm not tangled.
You're tangled.
You're tangled. Hold on.
Okay.
Crisis averted. Okay. All right, let's take a look.
Did you talk to them?
So this is Fleet.
about...
Fleet is or has spent time as a bartender and always has great cocktail recommendations. Tom Collins or Ramos Gin Fizzies. My mom likes Tom Collins, I believe. American style gins like New Amsterdam are typically citrus forwards. They work well in cocktails. That's a good idea. Thanks for doing the stream. Only got to 5 this year. Stuck watching all the videos. Was a nice surprise. Yeah,
I almost like drove off the road when you told me that you were gonna play Civ 5. I tried to play it cool. I was like, yeah.
Well, one day for the viewers, there's been requests about this over the years. It'd been enough time that I wasn't gonna like gouge my own eyes out with a fucking spoon if I had to play for a few hours.
Yeah, I just didn't know when that transition had happened.
Yesterday. That was the
Okay.
final. That was the refresh. Like we're back. We started again. The timer's ticking again. I think we need 10 years again. Another decade should be fine. How do you tolerate filthy talking to a screen for 8 hours?
It's great because then I get to do other things in those 8 hours.
He's naked. You can take those off in front of my headphones.
Oh.
Yep.
Now I can go like this.
Perfect.
Does it feel better?
All right. Nobu and Fleet both greeting you.
Hey. Hello.
You want to try the prediction stuff? Do you have anything worth gambling on in mind? I would love to get that going on the channel, but it feels very easy for like short duration games where you're like, who's gonna win or who's gonna lose? But I don't know. All right. You could predict so they can gamble. What should they gamble on? Whether or not you get drunk and tell something inappropriate? I mean, that's a good bet.
Yeah.
All right. Can you comment on Philvy's haircut cycle? This last one I had professionally done. The one before that she did.
You basically grow it out until you can't stand it anymore. Which I think a lot of people do that. That's how I do it. I basically grow it out until I can't stand it anymore.
Yep. Full screen, don't be a coward. You're right. There's no reason to put Civ in the background here. We can do Giant Filthy. I don't know if I have a Giant Filthy anymore. I don't. All right, let's make a Giant Filthy. Giant. Rip, and that was the end of the stream, chat. Thanks for being here. No, just kidding. Give me 2 seconds to set that up. All right, we're back. And what do you think? Fit the center? What the fuck am I looking for? All right. It's a super high quality webcam. Can you guys hear us okay? Okay. Can you meet FR mom and FR dad?
Oh, they could come in. They could come and just like wave.
But do I want that? Let's take a look. Has quarantine filthy been any different from regular filthy? That's a question for you. That's not a question for me.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. Not so much.
Why would you want to meet my parents? I don't know that I want that. I'm not sure.
Because we're here.
Yeah.
And they can, or they can at least ask.
I'm not sure about that. I'll think about that. When I have a few more drinks.
I don't even know if your mom or dad would even do that.
They may or may not. That's true. How long have we been married for? Like 20 years?
We've been married for 4.5 years.
Is that counting the COVID year?
Counting the COVID year as double. No.
Double? Like about 10 times that.
But we've been together for 10.
We've been together 10 years now?
Yeah.
Jesus. How long have I been with Chap for?
6.
Okay. What does Frig think of filthy streaming? Yeah. What do you think of that? I mean, do you feel okay with your husband spending so much time playing video games? What about doing something productive with his life?
And this is where you tell the story that
I have to tell it?
No. But you always like it when you tell people that I was the one who kind of pushed you into it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's correct, Fade Black. You think I'm not aware? I have resilience. I bounce back easily. Yeah. So will Filthy's parents say hi? This is a prediction. This is gambling on Filthy's parents saying hi.
That's actually a good one.
There's 2 of them. What if one says yes and one says no, Kex? What are you gonna do with all their channel points? You refunding that shit? That's on you. Channel points are $1 per point, just so we're clear. You can put them through me and I'll make them that get to the right people. All right, let's see. I wouldn't have been streaming without her suggestion. I left graduate school to do that on my wife's suggestion.
Well, but okay, so we finished our masters. We were supposed to be studying for comprehensive exams.
Yeah.
I started studying.
I played Civ.
And you played Civ.
That's not quite what happened. Thank you very much.
A little bit. I was like, every day I was like, oh, is he going to come join me for studying now? Is he going to come join me now? Nope. And I didn't want to push it because I didn't want to be like that partner. And then we kind of had some long chats. You decided you were really burnt out with graduate school. You decided to take a year leave of absence from the program. And I was like, well, what are we going to do? What are you going to do? You got to fill some time. You got to do something. And you had been playing games on channel, on Twitch, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, we're already broke as shit. We're not really doing anything. I'm going to be really busy studying. So I was like, why don't you just try it full time and see how it goes? And
it was glamorous.
Very glamorous.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's how I became such a big star.
Yeah.
Yep. Incredible.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You can see the dilated pupils. Can you see my soul? Hurt is missing. Are I ashamed of you guys? No, not at all, Nobu. Not introducing us to your parents. It's not a matter of that. It would confuse them. Your mom
won't even, like, I've asked her multiple times to come and talk to one of my classes as a professional. As a professional in her job, and she's like, she won't do it. So I highly doubt that she would just come say hello to the random internet.
Parents take on a streaming career. That would be fucking hilarious. I'm not sure I want to be here real time as that happens. Do you ever play intricate strategy games?
I played no games. I'm not a gamer. Like I'm not even just saying that. Like that's not like, oh, I sometimes play. Like I don't play any no video games. Well? I play no.
Is that what you mean?
Play no video games.
Oh, I see. Okay. What is your follow time since? She'd have to be logged into her account to check. What? She's been a sub to the channel for a while. Follow time is how long people have been following me.
Oh, not consecutively though, right?
Well, it's how long they follow the channel and not subscribe to it, which is different.
Okay, because remember, I don't consistently actually sub to you on your channel.
Yes, because you're useless. Do you ever find Filthy Robot overanalyzes things in life? And when are you going to start referring to me as Filthy Robot just from day to day?
Filthy Robot.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just yell upstairs. I'm like, Filthy! Come down! Dinner's ready!
Do you do that?
No.
Because that'd be really weird.
No. No, yes, that Filthy overanalyzes things in life, but that's actually one of the things that I really like about you and I fell in love with you about was the fact that you are so analytical.
Yeah, Toaster Robin.
You
suck on that.
You have a very high need for cognition. And that is, I love that about you. But you are like further on that dimension than I am, and there are some times where I'm like,
and that's why I
okay, I'm
Civ.
not talking. So, yeah.
Okay, so you would say overall positive with no negatives?
Would that make you happy?
No, I'm just trolling you for chat.
Okay.
Some of us don't get to see our family in NYE New Year's Eve, so Twitch chat is your weird adoptive nephew. Yeah,
Aww.
I mean, it's not weird. I mean, you guys have been supporting my channel for fucking years. That's the whole point of today's stream, was to give back a little bit, be like, hey, here's the Civ stream, have fun, chill out, have some drinks, relax, do some AMA. Like, it's just easy life.
Well, we missed last year.
Yeah.
But the last 3 years before that, I think we did a New Year's thing.
Fleet says his son's birthday is January 15th. I remember when that child was born. How long, if you decide to have kids, any preferences to boy or girl? We're not planning on having children. Would your preference be a boy or a girl if you did have children? Which one makes more money on average?
Do I?
I'm kidding.
Am I forced to pick? Can I say just a healthy child?
You want a healthy child?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they would both have their extreme like pluses, right?
Yeah.
I think either would be pretty incredible, but I don't want children. But I do think that experience would be extremely impactful. Frigga's lovely.
Thank you.
I mean, when she's cutting vegetables, yes. How do you feel about making your wife give up her blacksmithing career for my streaming?
It's been hard. It's been, yeah.
I mean, you certainly lost some upper arm strength.
Yeah, I did.
No longer swinging that hammer every time I'm streaming behind the stream like that. And like my armor has really been less good since then. Like I take a lot more hits when I go to and from the office. You know, like it's just the armor's just not the same quality without you crafting it. She's a very good smith, so. Stream Filthy is a less boneheadedly analytic IRL than on stream. You do understand that analytic is an asset, right? Okay, we're just gonna let that guy live in his world. Okay. Now I have subpar Wi-Fi. Miss Fleet Easily is watching now too. Say hello. Hello.
Hey.
Your husband has been a long time viewer and supporter of the stream. Many fun conversations with him. If you're here now, I'm sorry to say, we're going to be taking your time and giving you nothing in return. My apologies ahead of time. All right, let's take a look. And that kid is how Filthy became a multimillionaire. Wouldn't that be nice? Filthy has no soul. This is not even a question. That's a statement, Nobu. It's question time. Jesus. All right.
I'm going to go ask your parents to just like lean into the camera and say hi.
Let's not.
Your mom won't do it.
She might. You played Goose Game and Baba is You. We did. What about tabletop board games?
That's true.
You played tabletop.
I do play, but only because of you. I wouldn't be playing them without you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's taken some work.
Yeah.
Like it's the most work it's taken, chat, is not to teach her the game. She's an intelligent woman. It's easy to for her to figure that out. What is teaching her the most work is not to be angry at me when I beat her in games. That's been the hardest thing to teach her. Like apparently that's like I don't know what to say about that. Like apparently there's a whole like social etiquette to playing games that I wasn't aware had to be taught, but had to be taught. Okay. What was I studying in graduate school? Do you know?
Huh?
Do you know what I was studying in graduate school?
Oh, I've forgotten.
Yeah. Okay. We'll move on.
You didn't ask the question. Somebody asked what I did for work too earlier.
Where?
You missed it.
I missed it?
It was way up. Yeah.
What do you do for work?
I am a psychology professor.
Oh. And that mostly involves cutting vegetables?
Yes.
Because I think that's actually a chef.
But on the side, I'm a professional sous chef.
Ah, I see.
Yes. Yeah.
What's your thought about having an animated avatar representing? Have you seen these? The VTubing?
No.
So this is people create an online persona that's actually virtual. So it's actually like an image, like an animated image kind of deal, whatever else, but it's not them, or it's a modified version. This is kind of like the next level of like Twitter filter kind of shit, or Instagram filter shit. Okay. What do you think of having, like, if I like logged on and suddenly I was can we be more handsome? But if you could, like if I was even more handsome than I am right now, but like I was like faking it. So it wasn't my natural good looks and healthy lifestyle that was keeping me there. It was instead
So essentially it would be like what you're doing now, except in the corner there would be like a little avatar.
Yeah, and that avatar would be like super, I don't know, attractive maybe. I don't even know. I don't watch a lot of the virtual whatever
I'm
fuck it is.
confused.
But it's essentially being an online persona, but the persona is a persona, and it's not actual fit. So like normally the personas used to be like you might have an online persona, but you're still physically you.
Yeah.
So the personas are now no longer physically you either.
Okay. I could see why some people would find that enjoyable.
Listen, that's a non-answer I've ever heard one.
What? What are you looking at?
They asked how you felt about it, and you said you could see how some people find that enjoyable. I mean, all right. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. No real thoughts on it then?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Not really.
All right. Let's catch up with this. Does she call me Jim Bob and why?
Oh, gosh.
Absolutely.
I think you would stop talking to me if I called you Jim Bob. Your brother asked me yesterday if I called you. Oh, should I say it?
No.
He's like, do you... Okay.
Okay. All right. Does Filthy have a spreadsheet for everything? Yes. Frank is doing a great job not quite calling you anal on stream. Okay. My 4-year anniversary is next month, and I started subbing during EU4. Do we celebrate by checking out the Emperor update?
Oh.
No.
What's Emperor?
It's he wants me to go back to EU4 because it's his personal game that he's enjoying,
Oh.
and he wants me to stream it on stream.
Oh.
But of course I would.
But are you? Has your channel?
Kex, it just wouldn't be fair to the other viewers. Otherwise, I absolutely would.
But your channel understands how you go through games, right?
Yes.
They get it?
Yep.
Okay. And that's a game you've played and you do not want to play it anymore.
I had fun with that game, but I don't really want to play it again right now.
Yeah.
Is Filthy a 10 of 10 husband or an 11 of 10 husband? He may have missed some decimal points.
I think like any
11, obviously.
any couple,
good answer.
Any couple, any day. Sometimes there are 5. Sometimes there are 11. Hang on, don't cover the mic when I say this.
I'm not covering the mic.
When
Chat.
no,
I'm sorry, chat. The stream's ending soon.
So I think the question would have been like on average, if that's the question, I would say on average, you're probably an 8.
An 8.
Or a 9.
Yes, that's a good one. There was some show you watched where they like had the people like rate how they felt about the relationship to each other.
Yeah.
And it was always disastrous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, on average, what am I?
Oh, a 4. All right. How long until I get a new bike? Yeah, Ellen. When do I get a new fucking bike?
When you buy one?
Yeah, I know, right? At some point. Filthy child salesman.
No idea.
I hear there's a lot of money to be made in that. Kid could be non-binary.
Very
sure.
true.
You could train towards parenthood with a cat. I
Do
don't think that
training?
drowning a cat is going to help me with parenthood. All right, let's move through.
Your mom today was talking about, she's like, I think he wants a cat. I was like, no, he doesn't want a cat. She's like, he loved having cats when he was younger. I was like, I think you might want to check in with him about that because he doesn't have those memories. They're not fond memories. She's like, oh, the last cat, I can see why. The last cat just wouldn't stop licking him.
Yeah, that cat was so obnoxious. Can't go near it because it just like lick your hand like nonstop. It's the most annoying fucking thing ever. All right, Joe says hi.
Hey!
Happy New Year's, Joe.
Hey.
All right, let's move past this. Analytics 100 of 100 leveled.
What is the cat fund at, actually?
Cat fund is emptied every night.
No.
Yep. People don't donate to it as much as they used to, I assume, because
I'm not sitting here saying I want a cat.
They don't want cats.
Can we shift the funds to the dog fund?
When are we gonna move out of my parents' house?
Never. If your mom had her way, we would never leave.
What's the first thing you two will do after you get vaccinated?
Travel.
Climb.
Okay.
Wife is the same man. I get stuff thrown at me if I win too hard. Okay, multiple people have had this experience in chat.
I think there's just like a natural competitiveness between partners when they play games.
There's not. I don't feel naturally competitive with you when I play games. I feel worried that I'm going to beat you so hard you're going to cry. I mean, naturally competitive, of course.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I just make sure. I just make sure he never wins. Nice. Nice.
20% of voters will snack